Hey everyone. This is the first time that I have played Minecraft since Alpha. I bought this game, I don't even know, a decade and a half ago. I don't even know how long it's been out, but I do know that I have not played this in forever. And even back in the day, I barely ever played it. And now is the time that we're getting into it. So, let's go ahead and start a new world. We're going to call this world Exiled. And I'm going to tell you why here in a second. I do want to play Hardcore, but it'll lean into what the Exiled game mode that we're going to be playing is. We're not going to play Hardcore, and the reason is I know I'm going to be horrible at this game. So bear with me here. Let's create this world, and we'll get into this. I'm really excited. I'm super nervous. I don't know anything about this game. In fact, I have no idea what this orange dirt is. So the new theme of this game, at least for the first episode or two, is going to be me saying over and over, I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. So that looks awesome. Looks kind of like Utah. So let's get into this. So the Exiled game mode, we're going to be calling it Exiled. You could also call it Hardcore-lite, and this is how it's going to work. We're not on Hardcore. Dying is kind of okay in question marks, or in quotation marks, I should say. But here's what happens when we die. When we die, we leave everything in the chests, on the ground, whatever. We leave all of our buildings, whatever we've built in that area, and we have to walk. And we have to do a walk of shame for at least 5,000 blocks. And, you know, I want this series and this whole YouTube experimentation thing to be very interactive, and in order to, you know, start that interaction, I'd like to know from you guys when you think we should be able to come back to previous, you know, areas and builds that we've been in. If we ever should be able to, it'll be nice to have them kind of like as an active archive of the things that we've done over our time on the game and everything, but I'm not sure when we should be able to go revisit them, but we'll take that as it comes. Hopefully we won't be dying ever, but if we do, you know, we'll be exiled. So let's start out here. The one thing I know about Minecraft, if there only is one thing, is that you first have to make not jungle wood. Oh, there it is. We have to make planks. And there's jungle planks. So let's make a jungle crafting bench. Let me find, you know, I don't really love this biome situation I'm in. I don't feel I feel a little uncomfortable in it, given that I've never seen it before, as with that one. But let's go ahead and go over here, because I think that looks a little bit more normal to me. I have no idea what that is. So yeah, so I'm really excited to start doing this YouTube thing. I don't know how long it'll go on for. I don't know if anybody will see this, anybody will enjoy this. If you do see it, drop a comment, say hi, let me know what I'm doing wrong in a nice way. This is a collaborative effort here, and I want this to be kind of a relaxing old style of YouTube. Old, like long form, kind of relaxing, chill, interactive. Not a whole lot of editing, but again, I'm open to differences, you know. Ooh. Leaves, fallen leaves, huh? Can we collect them? We can collect them. Well, we're a long way off from making anything, you know, pseudo beautiful, or, you know, okay, so listen, we're never going to make anything beautiful without you guys' help. If anybody's out there watching, I'll tell you one thing I remember greatly about playing Minecraft back when I did, you know, 10 years ago or whatever it was, and that is I am not good at building. And that's something I really want to improve on this world, on this playthrough, whatever you want to call it, is, you know, I've seen a few videos here and there of different creators in the YouTube, you know, Minecraft sphere, and their buildings just look incredible, and it's really kind of awe-inspiring. It's like a work of art, and I'd love to get to that point where I'm kind of, you know, making beautiful buildings and having that joy. So, you know, I don't know, we'll get there, we won't get there, we'll see what happens, but that's cool. There's fish that you can now see. Back when I remember playing, I don't think there was fish you could see. I think you cast a rod and the fish came in. I wonder if I can catch those fish by hand. Ooh, you can swim fast now. Oh my gosh, you can. Maybe. Yes, you can. Well, there's an early food source settled. Potentially. I don't know. We'll see. But the next thing that I know to do, and this is about the extent of my knowledge, is to go get some stone. So let's get some stone. We'll mine out a little air. Is this stone too? What is this? Andesite. Okay, well, I don't know if you can make an andesite pickaxe, but I do know that you can make a stone pickaxe. So let's aim for this stone. So, you know, at the end of the video, maybe I'll come up with a list of kind of things that I want to hear feedback on, potentially, such as, you know, shaders or different ways to make the game look better. However, if you want to keep it vanilla, whatever. You know, the first episode, maybe the first 2 episodes, I won't have any feedback from you guys. If any feedback ever does come in, I mean, I don't know if anybody will ever see these episodes, but even if there's 5 of us and we're all, you know, having a good old time together, that'll be awesome. I have big aspirations, you know, maybe having a server one day, maybe Discord, you know, all these things could be a lot of fun. Have a little community. And I don't know if we'll stay with Minecraft. I mean, I think Minecraft is definitely where I want to be right now. It could mend into other relaxing games, other kind of just, you know, hang out and chill, talk, see what you guys are up to type of games. That's what I want this to be. And for now, the easiest way to do that is definitely Minecraft. So this is really awesome that and there goes my axe. But this is really awesome that we have wool, because what is this? Mutton. So new food source again. Let's put the food over here. Yeah, I don't know. I did pick up my crafting bench this time, which is awesome because we can go ahead and I think upgrade our tools right away. So let's get one of these. See, I know that shift click trick. That's one thing I do know. I'm pretty proud of that, huh? What do you guys think? Yeah, you like that? All right. And then I think, oh, I don't have enough to make a sword. Well, for now we're going to have a wooden sword. You know, it's nice that we, oh wait, I have an axe. It's nice that we have a bed, potentially. Okay, the sun's there. I didn't want to be out at night, so it's great that we have a bed. Sorry if anybody is a kind of a veteran of this game and is seeing how back and forth I am on everything and how I keep picking up the crafting bench, putting it down, blah, blah, blah. But we're working on it. We'll get there. We'll get better. That's the goal. So I have a bed. Oh, shoot. I have a bed. I have wood. I have stone tools. So what do we want to do next? I love this area. I feel like this is just begging to be kind of a riverside farm, maybe a bridge. I don't know, but you know, I love building inside of mountains. I feel like not only does it save on time, and what is that? But also I think it can look really kind of awesome. But I kind of want to stay away from digging a cave and living in a cave for my entire playthrough for no other reason than that is just easy, and it's what I did when I was younger. So I want to challenge myself. I want to learn how to build, like I said. Hopefully you guys can point me to some tutorials, some ideas. You know, that looks like a bee. I wonder if I can get stung. It would not be great to die right away from bee stings, but it doesn't seem like they're aggressive. Yeah, they don't look aggressive. Well, that's awesome. Maybe we can explore the whole bee thing eventually. I don't know if that's rare. I don't know if it's common. It's not something that I'm used to seeing. But for now, as I did say, I do love this area. I think it would be a great little area for a farm, maybe a little building. In fact, I don't know. Maybe we should just stay here, but no. But for now, ooh, and there's a cave. Now, stay focused. We're just going to travel. We're going to do a little bit of exploring. We'll probably end up, hopefully, back here. I love the idea. You know, there's like a mine. We could make a little mine entrance, make it look all nice, if that's even possible for me to do, but we'll find that out in time. Okay, I can't sprint anymore, so I need to, let me think. I think you need a furnace for that, which I think is stone. So, look at this. 10 minutes in, not even, maybe, and we are using our forever mine. No, I kid. But we're going to go in here so we don't have to. There's a creeper, so, if we die, then you know what that means. We're getting exiled. But, okay. So that guy's coming towards me. Let's get out of here. I can't run. Oh, boy. I don't think he'll come. I thought they lit on fire when they came outside, but I guess not. Okay. So let me put this down. Let me do this. Okay. And let me do that. So this is another thing. I've seen a lot of people like click real quick, shift click, do all these different things to move things around. I'd like to know those kind of shortcuts. The one that I want to know the most, actually, and I could just go ahead and look this up, but hey, interactivity. Let's build a little community here. So let me try to explain it. When you see a chest and say there's 6 red flowers in the chest, but they're not in the same stack. I've seen people click on one of them and it takes all 6 of the flowers and puts it in a stack in their inventory. I want to know how to do that. I think that would be great. So maybe somebody can tell me down in the comments about how to do that. All right, let's get some food in us. And then I think we hopefully can, I don't know if we can. Okay, we're going to try to sleep with no shelter. I don't know if it worked. Okay, amazing. So now, today, let's think of a plan here. I love the fact that there's horses everywhere around us. I love the black horses. Love the brown horses too. But, yeah, I think we... Okay. Okay, look at this. It's like a little, dam. I wonder if we could kind of use that to make some hydroelectricity in a very stylized type of way, of course. I think that there's no electricity in this game other than kind of the redstone thing going on. But, okay, let's focus. We need to make, I love this tree too. This is a nice tree. We need to make, I think, a farm. So that we can get, I shouldn't probably be using an axe for that. So we can get some wheat. What's the first thing you do? You make a farm. Well, you chop some wood. You make a farm. So I do know that you can get seeds, which make wheat, from grass. So right now we're going to go ahead and collect some of that. I don't know how you till the land. So that could be an issue. I might have to look that one up. As much as I don't want to do any looking up, I'd rather have things come from help from whatever community we're trying to build here. But hey, we'll find out. So anyways, as time goes on, obviously, whoever's watching, whether it's one of us, 10 of us, whatever, I would love for some input on not only builds we could do, things we can do. I've never defeated the dragon. If there are other bosses beyond the dragon, I've never done any of that. I don't even think I've been to the nether. I know of the nether, though. So, activities, things that we can do to get by and to have a good time. And of course, we want to beautify everything as well. But beyond that, beyond even Minecraft, if there's other games, I know Stardew Valley is a very relaxing one. I don't know if there's much of an audience for that online, though, but whatever you guys might want to see, I'd love to hear that. But focusing now, we need some coal. Let's get some coal. I want some coal. I want to make torches. Because last night, with no light and no shelter, which is an issue, we'll solve that today, hopefully. It was a bit worrisome outside. I'm glad to see the creepers are gone. Oh boy. Okay. They were replaced by zombies. I have a sword. Oh my god. Okay, it's time to bail. You know what? No. Hey, these guys burned. Hey, that's Okay. Well, guess what, guys? We just died. Guess what that means? We are exiled. I know about F3. So let's find our coordinates here. There they are. So we're at, say, 425. So we need to go to 5,425 blocks before we can continue. Oh my god. But that's alright. That's what it's all about. We need to get an exiled counter. You know, the good thing about having that happen so early is that we didn't really have anything. What is this? Fire bush. Firefly bush. Very cool. Well, I'll keep one of those. It's got to be useful, right? Yeah, the good thing about, you know, being exiled so early is we didn't really have anything. We didn't have anything built. We didn't have any tools. I mean, we had wooden tools and we had stone tools. So, bit of a loss there, but we'll get through it. All right. Well, 5,450 or more, and we will be right back with you at our new position with our new exiled run. All right, guys. Listen, we have a dilemma. I'm out of food. I can't run. I've only made it 800 blocks. So, I think we're going to have to do, you know, a little pit stop here. We're going to have to get some wood. We're going to, and believe me, we'll be dropping everything we get along the way once we get there. That's part of the punishment. That's part of the exile. Maybe. Let me know what I should do with that stuff. But for now, we're going to be dropping everything we get when we get to where we're going. But first, we need to do this. We need to make a crafting bench. And I think, oh, well, shoot, I need food. That's the problem. You know, I think what I'm going to do, what should I do? You know, I know there are boats in the game, right? Oh my God. Boat. I thought there were boats in the game. Huh. Okay, well, like I said, I thought there were boats in the game. I don't have a boat. I don't know the crafting recipe for a boat. Maybe I should just look these things up. Maybe I shouldn't. I'm not really sure. But for now, wow. There's some, oh, wow. Oh. Oh, I know what I should do then. I need to not drown first. I need to probably make a sword, and I need to start killing some fish. That's what I like. That's what I like. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's, that ain't right. Let's do that. And, yeah. So, can I swim down without, okay. This is going to be hard without being able to swim fast. How do I swim down? Control. Okay, got it. Oh my gosh, this is what we need. This is profit right here. Well, maybe. Okay, so the dead fish float. I'm drowning, dear God. Okay, this is tough. This is tough. What in the world is that? Okay, we need to go check that out, but first and foremost, so what's the next step here? We need to get some stone. Stone, that's what we need. Because we need a furnace to cook the fish. There's some stone. What am I doing? Look at me. I'm like panicking because I'm like, oh boy, night's coming. I have nothing. All right, we have this. We're going to get some stone. Listen, I'll tell you, I'm a quick learner. Hopefully. Cross your fingers. It's not always going to be this bad. And, you know, the good news is, after I realized I was only 800 blocks down out of my 5,000 exile, I went and made myself a real nice blueberry tea. So I have that going for me. I discovered you can hold right-click to kind of evenly disperse, so that's huge. Big ups on that. We can use wood and cook the fish. And I think what we can probably do... I don't have anything to sleep. I don't even see the sun, which is probably a bad sign. Kind of looks like the sun's going down when I... Oh, sorry. The F3's been up this whole time. My goodness. Okay. Fish is done. Eat the fish. Now we can probably run. / swim fast. Oh my gosh, it's my other fish. Okay, let's find those fish. Here they all are. I love this algae or whatever you want to call this stuff under the sea. I'm sure there's a name for it. I don't know that name. Another fish. Down. Good. Another fish. Another fish. We are gonna be good, boys. And girls. And everybody watching. Okay. So it's nighttime. I know what I need to do here. I need to get my pickaxe out. I need to get over to my stuff. I need to pick it up. Look at me mining away a wooden thing with a pickaxe. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. That was a misclick. Okay. Then I'm gonna seal this up. I'm gonna put this guy down. I'm going to fill it. Oh, you can use sticks. How nice is that? I'm gonna do that, and then, you know, I guess I'm gonna mine in the meantime. And hopefully we can find some coal. I don't know how deep you have to be for coal. I remember that you have to be quite deep for things, obviously, like diamonds, even iron. I think iron is the next one after stone. Let me know if I'm incorrect. That didn't even cook one. Oh, look, it's coal. What a wonderful discovery. So the coal clearly cooks a lot more than, obviously, sticks, and maybe even the wooden planks, too. We'll discover that as we go, but as much coal as we can use, you know, the better, of course. And we can, what in the world is this? Okay, maybe that's that blue brick that you use to enchant things with. I remember that from a video or two that I've watched through my years, but you know what, let's just mine it and find out. I don't know if the wooden pickaxe will get it or if it'll destroy it, but we'll find out in a matter of seconds here. And it destroyed it. Well, and we're in the dark again, so let's go ahead. We're going to take, oh, thank goodness we have some wood left. We're going to do this. We're going to make some sticks. We're going to do this, and we're going to do this. And look at us. We don't have to live in the dark anymore, and we're going to eat. I think it's all come together, guys. You know, we're stuck in a hole. We're only 1,000, not even 1,000 blocks into our 5,000 block exile, but we have coal. We have a little bit of food. We have a furnace. And, you know, it's all gonna be okay. And the good thing is we didn't lose too much on our initial exile. So, I'm sure it's still dark, and indeed it is. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait out the night. I'm gonna drink my blueberry tea. And I'm going to walk and walk and walk and walk. And about an hour from now, hopefully not that long, we're gonna make it to block number... Was it 5,425? I hope it was. Maybe we'll go a little bit further just to be sure. And then we're going to make some kind of a permanent structure so we can finish up this episode, we can be safe through the night, and we can get kind of the first exile over with and start to figure it all out. All right. All right, guys, listen. This is the worst punishment for a death I could ever think of, but I'll explain in a second because my goodness, is this an amazing area. I've never seen an area quite like this. This is incredible. You know, obviously, okay, so first of all, I'm bad at swimming. Let's get that out of the way. Oh my god! This looks incredible! Is this normal? Like... Anybody that plays this game all the time is used to the new stuff. Is this normal? I've never seen such a thing. Like, look at this. I saw it just from a distance. I saw this tree. I was like, oh, little landing point, you know. No. Way more than that. Oh, and look, a little pass through up here. How nice would it be if there was a waterfall from there, huh? But wow, okay, we're not going down in here. As much as I want to, I have not made it to the exile point. In fact, I'm far, 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 far from that. We're at 2,154 now. So that's kind of, and by the way, if you couldn't tell, I decided to just go rather than spend time waiting through the night and everything. But listen, when I envisioned this punishment of, you know, traveling 5,000 miles to start fresh after a death, I had no idea how far 5,000 miles would be. There's got to be a faster way to travel. I know there's boats. I don't know how to make a boat. Somebody let me know. Do you think it's fine I look that up? Should I learn it organically? Should I learn it from the community? Let me know. A boat would be incredible, but even a boat, I don't imagine a boat would be that fast. Like, but that's part of the punishment, I guess, right? So I died. I need to get out of there. I need to be far away from my stuff enough to where I don't go back and get it. That's kind of the point. I feel like now maybe 5,000 blocks was a bit overkill given how long traveling takes. I'm never going back there unless there's a quicker way to travel. Please let me know. But yeah, but you know, we got through the night. We didn't die. Luckily, I was able to swim for most of it, and there doesn't seem to be too many problems with swimming at night. From what I can tell, there's not any, you know, amphibious or aquatic enemies. So I like sticking to the seas, which again makes me wish that I had a boat. But yeah, we're getting there. We're at 2,500. We got 3,000 more blocks to go. And then, oh boy, what do we have? Is that just an island? So we got birch trees. We got the normal trees. I know of birch. That. What is on that? If that's an island, I don't know. Oh, goodness. Goodness. We're getting there. We're getting there. This is the pain of the exile. Anyway, how incredible was that spot back there? So first of all, let's talk about how great that spot by the river was that we found right off the bat in the beginning. That would have been perfect for a riverside kind of, you know, farm setup. I really had kind of immediate inspiration there, which is rare for me. Like we talked about, I'm just horrible at you know, building. I'm horrible at the creativity of that in terms of, you know, letting that creativity out. So it was really a shame to let that riverside farm plot go. In fact, thinking back, I collected all of those seeds without a way to even place the seeds, and then we lost the seeds and we lost the area. So we're dealing with a bit of, you know, we're not very focused right now. Let's put it that way. This looks red. Is that red? Okay, let me get F3 off the screen. Let me get things in order here. I don't even, you know, one thing at a time. This is red. What is... Oh my god, there is lava. There is... Is this, what is this? Oh! It hurts. Okay, there's a chest. Obsidian. What is this? Lodestone. Well, as somebody who has played RuneScape, is that a way to travel, teleport, you know, as it is in that game, if you guys are familiar with that game? Golden block. Amazing. What is this and why is this here? Can we do anything with this? These are awesome. We have like jail grates or like, you know, I don't know what you want to call that. We got some gold block. We got a river of fire. Amazing. I should have picked up that chest. I'll tell you why I didn't is because I think for at least this first exile, before I get feedback on that, I want to get rid of everything. Everything we've collected along the way, I want to get rid of. So we would have had to drop that anyway, so it's fine to leave behind. We're at 2,900. I'm sorry. You know, rambling. I'm just, you know, whistling away, having a grand old time as we travel with F3 on that I keep forgetting to shut off. Oh boy, oh boy. But listen, my new goal, after reminiscing and reflecting a little bit as I travel on my exile way, is to, wow, another nice tree. This tree is lovely. Too bad we can't take that with us. A fallen tree, that's new. I want to be more focused. That's the word. And, you know, I think it's fun bouncing off, discovering everything new. And that's how the first few episodes are going to be is you know, I've never seen any of this stuff. I just heard those zombies. I'm not scared. I'm running. What's there to be scared of? I don't know. Also, they should be burning outside. The creepers didn't. The zombies did. Good to know. I'm learning. But yeah, I want to be more focused. So when we arrive at our 5,000 block exile, I will, mark my words, I will figure out some sort of structure to stay safe in through the night. We'll get through the first night, whether it's waiting it out or sleeping. You know, if we could be so blessed as to find some more wool carrying animals. What do we call those? Sheep. If we could find 3 more sheep and make another bed and sleep through the night, that would be incredible. And then we could set our spawn point. But yeah, anyways, long story short, we're going to get focused. We are going to get to the exile point. We are going to make a shelter, and we are going to sleep or stay in that shelter overnight safely for the first night, hopefully setting our spawn point. You know, that's what's going to happen. So, as I go for my long walk and it appears now even longer swim into the vast unknown, I'll see you in a couple thousand blocks. Guys, we did it. We're closing in on 5,450, which means, well, let's start by, how do you queue? See, I know some things. Wonder if you can drop all of... Look, I had to stop and cook some pork chops on the way. You know what? That's too hard. Nope. Alright, so anyway, I'm happy to report that we made it. We didn't die again. And we're in this beautiful, kind of somewhat classic looking environment here. Look at that. 5,400. Let me take a step back. And 50. Boom. So we're free. We're here. We got cows. We got kind of a cool setup with the river, and it looks like we got pigs. Oh my gosh, we got sheep. So, okay, one thing at a time. Let's figure this out. Is the sun coming up? Okay, it's coming up. Amazing. Let me get some wood so I can get an axe, and I can get a sword, and I can get the sheep, and then we're going to build a house. We're going to sleep through the night, and okay, so listen, the house is going to be pretty rough. I think we can all agree. The first house isn't supposed to be amazing, especially when you're me. I'm not a good builder. We went through this, but it's okay. We made it here, and that is what matters. So look, we got the crafting bench. We're putting that down. We're getting some sticks. You know what? Let's get frisky. Let's make 8 of them. We're getting this. We're getting one of these, and we're going to get one of these. And you know, if I was a smart boy, I would probably breed some sheep, right? Before I kill the sheep. Should I kill the sheep? See, now I'm second guessing myself. There's more sheep over there. We need to kill 3 sheep though, and oh goodness, listen to that voice crack. If we kill all 3 that we have, if we had 3, then we're kind of out of luck if we want to kind of stay here and farm it, which I feel like, okay, we're killing them. Decision made. Listen, like I said, we gotta focus. I gotta focus. No more back and forth. We're killing 3 sheep. We're making a bed. We're making a house. And we're sleeping. I could have sworn I saw a 3rd sheep over here. I know there was one over closer to where the base... Well, where's the base going to be? I mean, who knows? But over in this direction, there was another sheep, which I guess we'll go and we'll get. So let me get over there. And then we're sorted on that, which is incredible. Here it is. And I think we have at least 1 sheep left, which 1 can't breed. But if we find 2, then we can breed. So, okay. Ready for a huge check? Boom. Bed. That is a huge check. Let me get this down here. And I think to keep it simple, look at these wonderful trees. To keep it simple, what we're going to do is we're going to make a wooden house. And you know, it's not ideal. It's not going to be pretty. It's probably going to be a freaking box. But, you know, that's what we got to do when we're early on. Early on, I say. It's like, what, day 3, day 4 in game. I've barely made it through. I've already died. I'm already exiled. It's you know, it's a nightmare. But that's why I'm here. It's to improve, get better, have fun. It's mainly just to have fun, let's be honest. But is this a nice tree? Nah, this is a crappy tree. And I will be sustainable. You know, if we're going to stay here, I'm going to try to get the saplings. I'm going to try to replant the trees. I've seen a couple people play where they have presumably a mod where when they destroy one of the blocks of wood, it kind of knocks all the tree down, which I think is pretty freaking awesome. And if we don't keep it, you know, 100% vanilla and we get things like that, first of all, I have no idea how to install mods. but I'm sure it's not the most complicated thing in the world. But if we ever did do that, I think the tree felling mod, whatever it's called, would be an amazing first one to go with. And, you know, I would consider it vanilla if we just kept it with no mods, in quotes, and we did kind of do some shader packs and things like that to make it more of a pleasurable viewing experience. I'm not a huge fan of when they get super over the top, and it's kind of hard to tell that it's even Minecraft anymore, but if you guys have any recommendations for shader packs, whatever it may be, yeah, let me know. And I'd be happy to look into that kind of stuff. So that's amazing. That's an apple. I don't want these. That's just clutter. Okay, I'm gonna... let's just start building, all right? Let's just start building. I want probably to be up here a little bit. I kind of like the idea of being on high ground. Not that it's, you know... Actually, I kind of like it over there. Yeah, let's go over there. We have no tie to this side of the island here. I don't know which side that is. Maybe... So that's setting, so that's probably west-ish. So this would be then north. So yeah, facing south, you know. That was one thing I know is good in real life, to have your house facing south if you like the sun. And who doesn't like the sun? I sure do. So let's put it... So this can be farm. See, we're thinking ahead. This is good. We're thinking ahead. We're getting better. We're thinking ahead. So here's the house. This is the first house. You guys ready? Monumental. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Odd numbers only, right? That's what they say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then close it up here. This is not going to be a big house, guys. But that's okay. We don't need a big house. We need the bed, the crafting bench, and the furnace to go in here. And I don't even have a furnace, so look. We don't have much going on, you know, right now. I don't think I have enough to make nice kind of pillars going through. Let's do half logs. Let's fill this stuff in. And I need a roof, but that's kind of like least priority, to be honest, right now. Walls are number 1. Did I make... Yeah, no, that's correct. So the inside is it's small. I don't know... Ah, goodness. I don't know what's expected. I suppose nothing is expected. You know, I would love to have a little bedroom. That would be pretty nice. I'd love to have... and we're already out. I would love to have... We have more, though. What would you call a storage room? Oh my god. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? No, but that will be the first thing that I change. Believe me. Okay, let's be resourceful here. Let's get this block back. Let's get this block back. I think I know how to make doors, which is kind of essential. Although we could just fill it. I wouldn't fill in the doorway with dirt blocks if it really comes to that. I wonder if I'll ever stop placing blocks incorrectly. What do you think? I sure hope so. Alright, crafting bench here. Ooh, you get 3. So I could have like a little... Does that work? Oh my gosh, that looks incredible. The bed... The bed can go in the corner. Then I can snuggle up against the wall, you know? So I need 2 more blocks. It would be preferable if they were wood blocks. Yeah, I'll make them wood blocks. I think I have time for that before we wrap it up by sleeping in our safe shelter. And look at me. When we were walking, I said, it's time to get more focused. It's time to figure out what we're actually going to do. And I stuck to that. Incredible. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of the veterans out there, and even like, you know, people that have played this for a week can see that I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a little everywhere here and there. I don't know if that's something that's nice to, you know, watch, or if it's just annoying. So let me know on that front. Do you think I can make it to have some, what do I need? Wood for a furnace? No, but I'll tell you what, I need a farm with food. Maybe the animals over there we can bring over this side, or maybe we could keep them over there with a bridge, and on this side we could have wheat, things like that. But look at me, I'm getting way ahead of myself. I don't even have a furnace, I don't have torches, so I guess theoretically things could spawn in here, can't they? But they're not going to. They're not going to. Let's sleep. All right, guys, we did it. Let's check the day number, if I can find it up here. Let's see, day number 4. The skeleton also burns. So we have creepers being the only things that do not burn, I think. Oh my gosh. There's mutton over there too, sheep, so we can corral them and feed them and everything that we need to do to breed them up. All right, great. I wish I could look at you as third person view. I've seen people do that. Maybe there's a key for it. Maybe it's a mod. Let me know down below. Yeah, this has been awesome. I think what I'm actually going to do is go ahead and upload this as a trial run, a pilot episode, before I record any other ones. With the walking and everything, this has honestly taken a lot longer than I would have expected. So I want to get your feedback on everything we've talked about through the video. I want to know if you want to see more of these. I'm going to make more regardless. I hope a couple people see it. I hope we can build a little community. Maybe it's a group of 5. Maybe we get a Discord server. Maybe we get a Minecraft server. Maybe we play whatever other games are going on right now. Do I need shaders? Do I need a texture pack? Are those the same thing? Is my speed good? Do we like the long form? Do we like the lack of editing? I think that's really relaxing. Does this seem relaxing? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to hear about how amazing this first shelter is. I love this first shelter. I feel like it's my forever home. No, I kid. But it will be a great starting base. I think this is a perfect opportunity to build a wonderful farm. And I love the idea of a bridge. I feel like bridges are notoriously hard to build. I don't know, but I'm awful at building, so that's perfect. Take on something super hard right at the beginning. But no. Well, this has been amazing. The morning of day 4. Can't wait to see all of you guys on the next one. Thank you so much. Later.